Good morning, my YouTube friends, my Instagram friends. So, yes, I have an Instagram account. You guys know that I tried Facebook. I am not a Facebook user. I do agree with Kate at the last homely house. I am not a Facebook user. But I have an Instagram account. I've had one for a long, long time. And I've only posted to it sporadically. Well, now that I am a Connecting Threads ambassador, which I forget to tell you guys about because, it's new and I totally forget about it. They use Instagram or Facebook as a way to track your tagging because you have to tag them. Sometimes I remember to tag them. Sometimes I don't. I'm not a very good ambassador. I can tell you that. So, I'm going to link my Instagram account. I'll figure out how to do that to the YouTube channel. So, because I'm trying to get to where I'm posting on there more often and to use it as a way for us to communicate so that you can share your pictures of your projects or what you're doing, because I don't think you can do that on YouTube. I don't think so. So we need another way to share. And I'm not a Facebook user. I post on there sporadically, and I only have Facebook because of my grandchildren. Because my kids post pictures of the grandbabies, and I keep up with my family on Facebook. It's a wonderful, and that's what social media is for, is to help us to keep in contact with our loved ones that are scattered everywhere. In this day and age, we're scattered from coast to coast and around the world, and it just provides a wonderful medium in order to keep in touch with that and to make new friends. Like, we have become really good friends via YouTube. So anyway, I do have an Instagram. I will figure out how to link it to the YouTube channel and to make it where you can find me and follow me. Again, I'm not tech challenged, but I am in a way because I don't know how all of it works. So I guess I am. I am tech challenged when it comes to social media. So it is Friday morning, and I am on my way to work. And one day I'll figure out how to set you up on my dash, and I'll record my drive to work. It's a country drive. Once you get out of Cabot, it's, just a country drive till I get to the interstate, and then I hit the interstate and run it down to work. And you guys might want to see. Arkansas is a beautiful, beautiful place. It is gorgeous here. I don't get out a lot, though. I'm a real homebody. I generally tend to go to work and come home. And that's, me and Mama may go shopping occasionally, but I am very much a homebody. I like being at home with Grayson and Pepper, who are the cats, and my husband, Jimmy. And then we have, my mom and my dad, who live just 2 houses down, and my brother lives 3 houses down. And now my daughter, she moved to Sherwood, so she lives, it's not close anymore. She doesn't live close anymore. It's not that far either, but I never go that way, and she doesn't come up here that way, but we text all the time and call each other. So anyway, for her only to be like 20 minutes away, it's like she lives 5 hours away. So like I said, she's not that far, but yet it's an area that I never go to. So if I go see her, it's a special trip. And I don't go to North Little Rock down that way very often. So I go to work, but I go interstate, which is completely on the other side. Anyway, I'm totally getting off topic. So I have mentioned something about creating a Patreon channel. I would really, really like to know you guys' thoughts and feelings on that. You would get more content and a special gift once a month. It wouldn't be, now the gift is not going to be extravagant. It's not going to be something that is extravagant. Let's just go with extravagant. It would be hopefully something that I could make during the month. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I love having this YouTube channel. I absolutely love doing videos and sharing with you guys and taking you along on my boring ride called my life. You know, I live the most boring life of anybody. It's not anything that's special, spectacular, or anything like that. I don't, you know, and if drama does come my way, I don't share it with you guys because I don't think this is the platform to do that. And frankly, it's my business. And I just don't think we should air dirty laundry via social media. That is something that should be dealt with internally within if it's family related, you know. So, but yeah, I live the most boring life, and I cannot believe that you guys follow me and that you watch my videos, and I am all the time taken aback by how you guys are interested, and you know, you love my quilting videos and sewing, and I do have so many ideas, just so little time, and I'm so grateful. I just want each and every one of you to know how grateful I am for your support, and never think that you're being taken advantage of, or that I take advantage of your support, because I don't. I am humbled and I am grateful for your support. I just never would have thought I'd have almost 1,500 subscribers, and that's a huge milestone for me. And then, like I said, you actually watch my videos. It is. It's humbling. It's humbling, and I've got to know some of you, and I hope to get to know more of you, and that we can become friends. I do believe that we can be friends even through cyberspace, you know, that we can become connected in that way. And because I'm such a homebody, and I don't get out, and you know, I don't have friends I run around with or things like that, that this is my way of connection to other people, to help connect, and you know, to build relationships. And even if it is through cyberspace, this is my way of reaching out to other people. And I know there are other people out there like that this is their way. Sorry, my nose is running. It always runs. Oh, and I forgot my Flonase this morning. But anyway, you know, that there are other people out there who are the same. You know, you can't get out for reasons known to you, or you don't want to, or you're like me, you're just this homebody who I can't handle crowds very well, don't do well with crowds, loud noises. If it's very loud, it's like sensory overload for me, and I don't do well with that at all. So yeah, I just wanted to take time this morning to say thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel, who watch my videos. I'm watching the watch hours tick up. I'm looking at a new camera, but I'm not sure that I really want to buy a camera. I need a computer before I need a camera, because I use my phone to do all my recording, and it's not failed me yet. So, you know, don't fix what isn't broke. That's my dad's saying. If it's not broke, don't fix it, Elizabeth. Or they call me Liz. Liz, don't fix it if it ain't broke. So, you know, this is working. This is working perfectly. I do have a camera, and I'm actually bringing it to work with me today because I'd like to do some research and see if there's lenses available for it, maybe. You know, yeah. And, you know, figure out how to use the thing. And I can record video with it. And see if it can be hooked up to, like, my laptop. I do have an old Windows laptop that I use for embroidery software. So, anyway, just thinking, so that maybe I could have 2 different camera angles, but I don't know how to splice it in. I don't know all that technical stuff. We'll probably just keep doing what we're doing because it's simple. And I like simple. I don't like complicated. If something stresses me out, I'm going to drop it like a hot potato and run as fast as I can run in the other direction. Now, with my job, that's totally different. But, in my personal life, if something causes me stress or strife or something like that, yeah, I won't. I refuse to deal with it. No. Is anybody else out there like that? Now, in my job, I have a very stressful job. It doesn't bother me at work. And when I walk away at the end of the day, that's it. I forget about my job. I've learned to disconnect from it and to leave work at work. I used to, sometimes, it hasn't happened in a long, long time, I'll wake myself up in the middle of the night thinking, oh my God, I forgot to do something. That's why I write notes down. Like I have a couple of notes of things that need to be done when I get into the office this morning. But yeah, when I leave work, I leave work. And this dude has his lights on bright and didn't dim them. He could spot a gnat's butt at 5 miles away. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Oh, and I'm fixing to go by the Family Dollar store. I'm going to stop this evening and pick up one of those plush queen size throws to use as a backing for our rail fence quilt, because I want to hand quilt that quilt. And I really want to try Kate's method of hand quilting, where she lays it out on table. I have a big, huge, it's not huge, but I have a big kitchen table that we can pull the leaf, we can pull it apart and pull the leaf out. And I want to try quilting my quilt. I want to try doing what she's doing before I start taking quilts to the Long Armor. But I do want to take my Moonbeams quilt to the Long Armor, because it's such a beautiful quilt. And I just want some kind of edge to edge. So I need to message the Long Armor and tell her I want to drop it off next week. I know she thinks I forgot about her, but I've had to plan this very carefully. So yeah, I'm going to be carrying the Moonbeams quilt to the Long Armor, and I'm probably going to carry the cats in pajamas to the Long Armor and have her long arm that one too. And I'm also still working on our Quilt As You Go quilt, which I need to go through my scraps and do some sorting, because there are some colors in there I just don't want to use. And I need to pull out the bigger pieces and cut some more hexies for my hexagon quilt that I'm making, because it's going to be nowhere near, I don't know how big I want to make this thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm really enjoying, though, the hand sewing. I really am. I'm really enjoying sitting down and doing the stitching at night while we're watching TV. Oh yeah, we started watching Yukon Men, I think is the name of it. I have a subscription to Discovery Plus, and I was going to cancel it. And I try to find something that Jimmy and I will watch together in the evenings. Like, he watches Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna. I've seen every one of them 5 million times. And I told him, I'm not watching that again. Let's find something we can watch together. So I found this Yukon Man, and I think he really likes it, and we're watching it in the evenings. So there's several seasons. We binge. We just watch one show like all the way through. And yeah, so we're watching that in the evening. So I'm really enjoying the hand stitching. And last night I brought my embroidery in for my fabric journal into the living room, and I worked on it some. I tore out, those big thick parts that I mentioned in one of my last videos that I just wasn't happy with it. And I did some couching or some whip stitching. It was actually whip stitch. No, some of it was couch, some of it was whip stitched. I ripped that out, and I did some different, I'll show you. I'll post a picture on Instagram later, and I'll post it here to the YouTube channel too. I didn't like it. So I ripped that mess out. Yeah, sorry, I had to get over. I'm pulling out on the interstate right now. So yeah, I ripped that mess out and did some stem stitch and took the little circles that we cut out of that bright pink fabric and made some flowers with it. And I also took some of my ribbon and did some ribbon. I was wanting to do rosettes with the ribbon that I seen Jennifer Clauston do. So I'm going to have to get her book. I don't know if I have it in the book that I bought that's hers, or go back and watch her video where she shows how she did her little rosettes. Some of mine turned out right. Some of them didn't, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all about trying new things, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And nothing I do is perfect. So if we're looking for perfection, you're not going to find it with me. So yeah, I worked on that, and I really like it much better now that I've ripped that out and restitched it, because I did not like that real thick. I didn't like it. I know likey, so that I changed that. So I try to work on stuff like that during the evening, after we go out and take care of the chickens and water everything. Oh gosh, it is so hot. Hopefully this is this week is our last hot. They're saying cool weather is coming in. Cooler weather for here. Cooler. So it's supposed to be 101 today. Heat index over 110. It's ridiculous outside. And I'm wearing long sleeves with a t-shirt up under it because they keep it so stinking cold in the office. The hotter it is outside, the colder it is in there. So not only do I have a long sleeve on with a t-shirt up under it, I also have a sweater. So I'll be bundled up, and a heater and a lap blanket. I mean, I get that cold. And, well, I mean, I sit. I do a lot of sitting. So yeah, I get really cold. I need to slow down just a little bit. It's trafficy this morning. I mean, there's a lot of traffic, and it's 5. And I'm running a little later than I normally run. But there is a lot of truck traffic this morning. But it's an easy drive. This is much better than going down through Jacksonville where they're doing all that road construction. I refuse to go down that way. Nope. There's always a wreck, and the traffic is always heavy. And I think to myself, do these people not know where they live? I mean, do they get going halfway through here and then like, oh, I don't live this way, and slam on their brakes and trying to, I mean, I don't know. It's just, so no, I refuse to go through Jacksonville until they finish the construction. And once they get the construction finished, yes, I'll start going that way, because it is a little closer. But all right, guys, I think for 18 minutes I have yapped your ear off with a lot of jibber jabber. Really, let me know your thoughts and feelings for Patreon. I would really like to know, if you're not interested in it or you don't think it's a good idea, please be honest with me and let me know what you think. I would really like to know, and I don't want to bite off more than I can chew and start something that, I can't finish, or becomes overwhelming. So I'm really just thinking about it right at this present moment. I can't tell you if I decide to do it when it will happen, but you guys will be the first to know. But really, truly, let me know if you like what we're doing so far and you just want to keep me to just keep the YouTube channel as it is. And I'm thinking about opening a online shop. I can't keep all this stuff that I make. Would anybody be interested in purchasing the rail fence quilt? Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Did I make mistakes in it? Yes, I did. Some of the blocks that are supposed to, some were supposed to go up and down, and then the others were supposed to go across. Well, some of them, they're uppy downies altogether, So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. And if you're looking for perfection, don't buy my stuff, And, my dad makes pens and pencils, and my mom makes all kinds of stuff. Would anybody be interested in looking at an online shop just to help support? I help support my mom and dad. I have chickens. One of the main reasons I have chickens is so my dad has eggs to sell at the farmer's market. It's not because I really needed or wanted chickens, is that my dad needed chickens to sell eggs. He needed the eggs. Jimmy helps Dad to make pens to sell at the farmer's market. I get none of this money. I don't ask for any of it. I don't want any of it. I don't need any of it. But my mom and dad need it. So I help my mom and dad. I help support my parents in ways that I can. And one of them is by making things for Daddy to sell at the farmer's market to help with, like I said, the eggs with the chickens. Things like that. I help take care of my parents. So the online shop would have my parents' stuff in it. It would have my mom's little cars, some of her paintings. My mom is an artist. There would be some paintings in there. And I don't see any reason why we couldn't ship all over the world. I don't know any reason why I couldn't do that. I'm hot, guys. Let me turn the air up. Oh, you decided you wanted to turn at the last minute, huh, big boy? People, I'm like, anyway. So let me know your interest about Patreon. Let me know your interest about an online shop, which, like I said, is used to support my parents. And I do support my parents. I do help them. Like their cell phone. Their cell phones are on my plan. I pay for their cell phones. They just got new phones here a while back. I make the payment on those phones and I pay for them. If mom and dad need something, me and Jimmy purchase it. Like they needed a TV last year. We took them and they picked out their TV and we bought their TV for them. So I do take care of my parents, and sometimes it gets us in trouble. So, sometimes like I had to sell my long arm frames, which had nothing to do with my mom and dad whatsoever. And I didn't go into why I had to sell those, and I'm not going to go into it now, and this month has been a rough month because of what we had to do. But it had nothing whatsoever to do. So I don't want y'all to think that had something to do with my mom and dad, because it didn't. I take care of my parents. And I think that we all should take care of our parents because they gave me life. They brought me into this world. Sorry, guys, I get a little emotional. And they took care of me, So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings on the online shop and on the Patreon. And I am going to let you guys go. I'm about 10 or 15 minutes away from work, and I'm just going to chill out for a few minutes. And I have talked your ear off. We're now up to 23 minutes. Now you have listened to me jibber jabber. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I need to do this more often, do some video chatting and record, put you up in the windshield so you can watch the sunrise and greet the new day. So enjoy your Friday. Have a wonderful day. I love each and every one of you, and I am so grateful to each and every one of you. I am so, so grateful. Sending you love and big squishy hugs. Bye for now.